Sophie, you start the podcast today.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to do it.
Go ahead.
Welcome back, BOOFCAST listeners. Thank you for joining us. This is episode 18 of the BOOFCAST. I am your host, one of your co-hosts, Sophie, and I have a brand new fucking PC set up today, and I'm really excited about it. This is your other co-host, Joey.
What going on? My name's the Joester. We got little Jeremy sitting in the corner today. We got some Death Note playing in the background from our music, which is about to be a great cast. And I'm also with my other co-host, Maisel.
Let's go! Dude, it cut me out so bad, but you'll be able to. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Wait on my doorbell, dude. We're chilling. We're
and
good.
We have our recurring guest, our favorite, our shout out,
honorary Boof member,
our editor, Crimson. Thank you for joining us once again.
Yo. Hello, Game Don.
How are you guys doing? Tell me. I've been talking.
Dude, no. Tell them, Sophie. Tell them right now. Tell them.
I bought a motherfucking PC today. I bought it from my boyfriend's roommate. Shout out Alex. And shout out Dylan for helping me get some of the parts for it. I bought an SSD. I bought a 380. And by I mean Alex bought a 380 off of eBay. We put it in the shit. 3080. That's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. A 380. A 3080. So I got a 3080.
I hit it with the 380 no scoop.
I got a really nice motherboard, an okay CPU, and 64 gigs of RAM.
Which is fucking overkill.
Overkill as fuck for what I'm going to use this PC for. And then I have this really nice camera that I have set up. The mic is not here yet. It's not even ordered yet.
Well, hopefully next episode will be here. Yep.
Yeah, by next week I'll have a better mic. So we've got almost everything that I've promised for the viewers and listeners.
The quality looks so good, and me and Joey have been like just suffering because it looks, dude. I'm just so jealous. You look so fucking good, dude.
I am so, dude. I wish my camera looked like that.
So do I. Exactly.
In the past 17 episodes, I've never been able to keep these lights on because it just absolutely blinds everybody. But now with this nice camera, I can actually do what I want to do.
It looks like it's like a shadow. It's
so
dude. I feel like it's not even fully. That's a little.
Guys, you can see Sophie in 1080. Sophie slay right now. Slay right now, Sophie.
I'm so excited about this camera. I showed it to Dylan and he was excited about it too.
The
only downside of this camera is that it runs on. It's kind of old. It's in Canon. It's, if anybody's like a camera person out there, it's an EOS Rebel T3i. So it's probably at its peak in like maybe 16, 17, 18, like somewhere in there. I bought it like, I don't know, probably somewhere in there. Like maybe 2017, 18, 19 is when I bought it from a kid who was in my high school. But the only downside is that
amazing.
It has 2 batteries and it's plugged into my PC, which is how it's getting its its video feed, but it runs on the battery still. So right now I can see the low battery thing. So low key, we're going to have to stop in a second so I can change the battery. Yeah. That's the only downside. But it's still really nice, and I feel like I can probably find something online that could like plug in so that it doesn't have to change the battery.
Yeah.
But let me change my camera, and when you guys tell me how you guys have been, because I've been talking for a little while now, both pre and post start of the podcast.
Maisel, I feel like you should go. Tell us how you've been, man.
You know, I've been chilling, dude. I've been good. I've been honestly I've been doing nothing. All I do is, like I said in the last podcast, I just sit here and edit videos, and that's all I've been doing. I just go to work, go to gym, and then I come home and I edit. Or I sit here and play games with you guys. So there's not much really going on. And this week, I know we were supposed to have Sophie's boyfriend on, Dylan, but that didn't happen. Hopefully we can get him on soon. Hopefully we can get him on soon, and that'll be a good episode. But for now, it's just the core 4. Are the 3
Yeah.
Boof members and the honorary Boof member,
The
Krim.
4 Boof members. Let's be
4
real.
Yeah,
This
honestly,
is the 4 Boof
yeah.
members. Krim's been editing the podcast long enough, and he's honestly been an integral part of this podcast since the beginning, even before he started editing. So
Yeah, he really has.
He's been
He
on the
has.
most
Dude,
episodes.
Wait, so
We run ideas by him.
chat.
He's
So
part of the.
chat.
he's part
Fucking Soph and I have been cranking all night, but Krim looks the most drunk out of all of us, and he's sober.
He's going.
He's fat leaning.
I'm just,
It really
Can you
is.
guys-
man.
When you guys go to Colorado, can you please do
Oh,
some Fenlean videos in front of like landscapes and shit?
Yeah, we got you. When this episode release, we'll be.
Nah, I got you,
when
I
this
got you.
episode comes out, we'll be in Colorado already.
I don't know if this
Yeah.
is too niche, but I keep seeing these videos on TikTok of this one guy, and he's like a Boston stereotype guy, and he's got a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, and he just like Fentleans. Like he goes to like classic like Massachusetts landmarks, like popular attractions, like places like everybody in New England knows, and he just like Fentleans with a cigarette out of his mouth. It's so fucking
Wait,
funny.
send
I
me
can't remember his name.
send me one of those things. If you ever come across them, send me one
I
of them.
will.
I'll recreate
I
it.
will.
I'll recreate it. I got you, dog. I got you.
I
Don't worry
got
about it.
yeah. No,
That sounds so niche.
It's
I
so
haven't even
funny.
seen that shit.
It's probably because he like does like New England shit, so like he's on my For You page because
Right, yeah.
obviously like he's not gonna be on your guys' For You page, but he's like I remember
Watching
he went
main
to
TikToks in California.
dude, he went to Canopy Lake Park, which is a place that we used to go when we were kids. We went on like a trip, like a school trip. We did a band competition in middle school, and then we would go to Canopy Lake Park for like the whole day afterwards. And it's like just this like amusement park with rides and like a water ride and shit. But he went there, and I sent it to like everybody I knew. I was like, bro, he went to Canopy Lake Park. Like, oh my god, it's in New Hampshire. It's like. It's so fucking funny. He has like a thick, like classic stereotypical like Massachusetts accent, and he talks about the place he goes to.
What's a
I'll
Massachusetts
send you-
accent?
He talks
Bust it out.
like this. He
He
doesn't
just
pronounce
talks.
eyes. He just, you know what I mean? Like
Is it like Mark
you know what a
Wahlberg?
Massachusetts accent? Yeah, like Adam Sandler has a Massachusetts accent.
Adam Sandler, just funny voice. He goes like, "What, weird? I don't. Adam Sandler.
Have you ever heard like "Park your car in the Harvard Yard"? Like
That's
what
Mark
they always-
Wahlberg. Yeah, I guess. Like
Yeah,
Seattle.
What did you
yeah,
just say?
Park your car in the Harvard Yard.
I somehow
Pocket
understood
cat,
that.
Harvard
I
Yard.
somehow understood that. I think I've seen
Yeah.
enough Family Guy. I've seen enough Family Guy.
Yeah,
So
no,
we
because
sound like
Family
Peter
Guy is
Griffin.
Family Guy is set in Rhode
Oh,
Island, so
Lowish.
it's like the New
Yeah,
England.
but you sound like Peter Griffin right now. Can you?
Shut your bitch
Can
ass
you
up.
do the? Can you do the long? Can you do?
Oh,
Can you
Lowish.
do your lowest?
Lois. Peanut.
Dude,
Peanut. The horse is here.
dude, did you see the My Chemical Romance Peter and Lois thing that I seen on Instagram?
Oh, what? Wait.
Dude, okay,
That sounds
Sophie.
crazy.
Sophie, I've been sending you a bunch of stuff on Instagram, and you haven't looked at it, but you've been sending me stuff on Instagram, dude. What's going on there?
I just don't check my DMs, but I do
Drama.
scroll through the search page and I send things because I'm like, oh, haha, funny. Joey would like this, Miz would like this, Dylan would like this, and I like send the memes to the respective people, but I don't check the DMs.
I'm
and, like,
actually
look at the
gonna
memes
fight
that have
you,
been sent
dude.
to me.
I'm
know what
actually
I
gonna
mean?
fight you.
On site.
Dude,
Flex.
I'd kick your ass, bro.
Hard
Now,
R.
flex,
Oh my God.
flex right now.
I
Show
was
me that
ra-
you would kick
I
my
was
ass.
raised in the fucking woods. You were raised in the city. I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
You ain't never
Seriously.
fought a moose, and
Come on,
I fought a
Bird Arm.
moose. I fought a moose.
You ain't never seen a moose, bro.
I've seen a moose, dude.
On the
you're-
regular.
You're
I don't wanna
gaslighting the viewers right now. I've seen a moose, and I fought them.
Okay.
I've never seen a moose in my life.
Sophie, I want to see you go 1v1 against a blue lobster.
I
You
would
can.
win. Are you kidding me?
No, you can't.
I saw a lobster in real life underwater, like a wild lobster, when I was diving for my scuba certification. Fun fact for the viewers: I'm scuba certified. I have my scuba
I'm Boofs
license.
certified.
Anywhere in the U.S., I can scuba.
Okay, cool. Didn't ask.
But
Sweet.
I saw we went to Portland, Maine to do our scuba certification. It was this really adorable beach called Kettle Cove. And
out.
we were like 20 feet down underneath the water, like at the beach, kind of like probably like I don't know, maybe like 50 to 100 yards off the like shore, and we saw wild lobsters just down on the bottom of the water. It was crazy. It was awesome.
Did you
It was
collect
really
them and
fucking
boil
cold.
them?
Dinner?
No, we didn't take them with us. We just
Can
saw 'em.
you? Is there a law
I-
against that?
I don't think you're supposed to. I think it's technically considered poaching if you just like grab a lobster off the rock bottom and take it with you.
Nah,
because
that's
you're supposed to
illegal.
have a
Above a certain
license.
amount.
You're supposed to have a license to fish for lobsters, so I think it's
That's
technically
fucked.
considered poaching if I did that. But I could be
Red-
wrong. Maybe like 1 or 2 you're allowed to, but I don't think you're allowed to. I think you're
Red
supposed
Lobster is cornering the market.
Red lobster? What do you mean? Lobster's expensive as fuck right now. I'm not gonna lie to
Well,
you.
I've never had lobster in my life ever. Oh no, I had a lobster mac and
Like,
cheese. And that
It's
shit
like
was $36.
$33 a pound, bro.
I've
It's
had,
like
lob-
30
I've had a
$34.
lobster mac and cheese and that bitch was $33.
Yeah, I think that's what it is at
Alright.
my restaurant right now. I think lobster mac and cheese is $32. And a lobster roll is $32. A pound lobster dinner is like I want to say 34, 36, something like that.
How much would
Quarter-
you charge me for one entire lobster?
It depends on the weight of the lobster. That's what I'm saying. I think a pound lobster would be like
Well, I
$36.
don't know the general weight of lobsters.
A pound and a quarter lobster is like 30. I think
I
it's like
got you.
$42.
Okay, Google.
Pound and a half is like $50.
What is the average weight of a lobster?
Oh wait, no way.
No, you need to look the
1.5
market price of
pounds?
lobster meat.
Wow.
Is what you need to look up.
Okay, Google. Stop.
1.5 pounds is the average
1.5.
amount of a lobster. So how much do you sell it for, Soph?
So that's probably like
I mean,
45
The thing
bucks
about
somewhere around
buying
there.
the thing about buying in a restaurant is you're not just paying for the market price of the lobster, you're also paying for it to be cooked for you, to be prepared for you, and it to be served for you. So it's going to
Right.
be
So
more
the
expensive
market
buying a
price
lobster
ranges
dinner
from
than it is
13 to
buying
15.
market price lobster meat off the boat or market price lobster meat
So, like,
out of like a shop.
Ballpark
You know what I mean?
range. How much would I spend if I ate a whole lobster meal?
You want to eat a 1 pound lobster, which is not very big, by the way. Like it's 1 pound, including the shell and everything. Like they weigh it out of the water. It's 1 pound.
Okay.
It's not very much lobster meat. You or Joey or Krim, like you guys could probably eat 4 or 5 lobsters. Like I'm not gonna like 1 pound lobster, you could probably eat 4 or 5. If it was like a 2 or a 3 pound lobster, you could probably eat like 2 or 3. You know what I mean? Like I could eat probably like 3 1 pound lobsters. Like it's
Well,
not that
that's because
much.
you're a Big
lobster.
Mac.
Shut up.
Okay. I'm sorry.
You asked me a question. Let me
Okay,
answer.
I'm sorry.
But like I said, a 1 pound lobster meal, I think it's like $36-ish, like $38. You probably pay around like $50 for your meal, maybe like 60 including the tip and like your drink and stuff. You know what I mean?
That's not that bad. I
But
did that
if you're
recently.
gonna
That's
go
expensive.
for like that's for
For
a
one?
1 pound lobster. That's
For
one
1 pound lobster.
one pound lobster. That's not that much lobster meat. If you're going for a 2 pound lobster, a 2 pound lobster, we call it a select lobster in my restaurant.
Big back
It's-
lobster.
The big
No,
bag
I feel like
lobster.
Big
The
Bag
fat
Lobster is
little
way
fucker.
For
more.
real. A
Actually?
select lobster is $72 for a select lobster dinner. The
Just
dinner
a-
also
oh.
comes with a corn on the cob, a dinner roll, a coleslaw. Like not really that much for sides. Like it's really just the
Can I
lobster. you're paying.
substitute the coleslaw for something else?
Yes.
You're
We
Why
can do
didn't I
fries.
was asking?
We can do like some other shit.
Onion
And
rings?
the thing is, yes.
Eh!
The thing is, for like, they actually recently implemented a rule where like the lobster dinners, usually if you're doing like a regular meal for like any other like food, you have to pay an upcharge for like onion rings or something. But for the lobster dinners, since you're already paying so much, you don't. So you get whatever you want. Anyways,
down.
Joey Crimson, how are you guys doing? I feel like I'm talking about lobster meat forever. I don't
Joey,
know.
I didn't even.
Lobster.
I'm doing alright. Excited for our trip.
Yes, talk about the trip a little
No,
bit.
don't. You can't talk about the trip yet because we're not there yet, and this episode is coming out on the trip.
I didn't
think
do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I'm innocent.
I know we
Next
like just
week.
started, but I low key have to pee, so I'll be right back, guys.
Me too. Me too.
Talk about
Me too. Me too. Wait, hold on. Wait, just pause.
Piss break.
Maze, future Maze, pause right now.
Hey, future Maze, you're smelly.
I future Maze. Wait, he's not. He's gonna cut it when he said he's gonna. Oh, he's not gonna be able to hear. He's not gonna hear this.
I'm
not gonna
No, he should.
Are you gonna be able to? Are you gonna? Oh, you can hear this.
He should be able to, because at the start he's gonna pause and then he's just gonna watch until the bit. You know?
Hello, future Maze.
Hey, look at.
Hello, Pookie Bear. Put this in the video.
That's the thumbnail.
So I was already the thumbnail for last episode.
I know.
Here, Maze, put this in the thumbnail. Perfect.
What did you say that I was gonna cut out? I heard you while I was taking a wiener.
You're dumbass, bruh.
You were gonna cut out when you said, "All right, future Maze, cut this out." And me and Krim were doing a bit. We are like, "Hi, future Maze." Hi.
I wouldn't cut
You
that out
bastard,
then.
you spoiled it.
I wouldn't cut that out then.
And then
Well,
I
he
and then
didn't think you were going to see it
yeah.
I'm gonna see it,
But-
obviously.
because you've got to do the first cut and then watch and then cut the second. Yeah.
Future Maze, leave this in.
Is he gonna listen to you though?
Probably not.
Well, maybe, because I'm gonna be drinking on that trip. He might be like, fuck it.
If Future Maze is crunk, he
I'm
might.
listening to Pure Seville right now. What the fuck? On My Chemical Romance.
Oh. I was listening.
Hey.
I was wearing a My Chem shirt yesterday, and dude, I was wearing a My Chem shirt. I was dressed like goth as fuck, and I went to this fucking like this very like millennial coffee shop, and I got a turmeric latte. I was like, I feel the most liberal I've felt in like a long fucking time.
Why would you
I was like,
wanna
I feel like a
know?
full blue-haired bitch right now. It was great. I was crocheting. I was like, damn, really tapping into my inner,
Still want to
I
hop
don't
back
know.
in.
Hard.
my inner libertard. Yeah, literally.
So we cut right before saying that Sophie, or how Sophie's been. Does anybody else want to go? Joey, Krim, how have you guys been? Well, Joey, we kind of found out last week.
Yeah,
How
you're
you
gonna
been?
be a dad.
Did we say it on the podcast?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did
you
say
guys
that,
said it
so-
last week.
Oh, we
Well,
did.
Coda was like, Joey, is it okay if we say? You're like, I don't give a fuck. Because you were cleaning your
Yeah,
water that you
I'm-
spilled.
I feel like we didn't really talk about it that much.
Oh, I
though.
did
We
spill water
didn't.
last episode.
We did it, and I was stressing over that. I was like, you guys just said, oh yeah, me and Joey are going to have a
Can we
kid.
talk about it a
But
little
yeah,
bit?
anyway. So, dude, I was like so perplexed. I was like, really? You guys just dropped that on us like it was nothing and then moved on?
Yeah, no, for real.
I mean,
we're
like,
a new life form.
we have a
but
little bit more
it's no
serious
big
topics.
deal.
We can talk a little bit more in depth about it. I feel like, right?
yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean,
How do you
if-
feel
I
about being a
guess.
dad? I feel like I haven't heard from you directly.
Yeah,
Like,
me
are you
neither.
like, yeah, like, what are you thinking? I'm so
I'm-
excited for you, as you know.
Best of both worlds.
Terrifying.
I'm so excited, bro. I'm gonna
And-
cry. I can't.
But I'm excited for that portion, but I'm very torn because I'm sitting here jobless at the moment, not being able to provide. So it's like I'm
Yeah.
battling of
Makes
I'm
the
battling of excitement and I'm fucking
You're
you know,
stressing
like
about it. Yeah, that makes
stress.
sense,
Yeah, and it's I won't
You'll
be
get it,
able to
man.
do the podcast as often,
Yeah,
but
it's okay. We can hold it down for you, and you're always gonna be here. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You'll always be a booth member no matter what.
yeah,
But
exactly. Even if you're
that's-
not here every
that's-
single week.
That's a month from now. So we got right
Yeah,
now to
we
chill.
got
yeah,
out.
we got 9
months,
months,
okay?
not like 8 and a half,
Yeah,
maybe 7 and a half.
but I'm excited to come
That's
down
it.
and visit
There's
you guys.
4 episodes per month. 3 to 4 episodes per month. Times 8. Like, 10 to
Bro,
12
it's
more
raging as-
Still
episodes.
got a while.
10 to 12 more episodes, and then Joey, the Boof B, will be here.
The
Oh,
boof baby.
the
Do not call it the
boof
fucking
baby.
boof baby.
I didn't say Boof B.
Please
I said
don't call
Boof
it-
B.
I've already made a blanket for this baby.
I already conjured up a fart for this baby.
I hope you know
I've
you're
already
gonna be
been looking at
receiving
toys, diapers,
so
lights,
many
everything.
things from me. Yeah, like this baby is already so loved. Like I know it's so scary and like you guys are so young, so it's like there's so many things like to think about, but like this baby is so loved. Like
I
I'm
don't
so
have a
excited.
need nor want.
Wait,
I'm so excited.
so it's March. This Boof B is about half
But it said
to
November
a month
probably.
old.
November, December, yeah.
At the beginning of next year, I'm flying into Florida myself.
Are you?
I
Go
will.
visit Boof.
I will. 1000%. I definitely will.
Okay.
Yeah,
To
me
go
and
meet
Coda
up
have
to meet
talked
the
about
Boofy.
Like,
me and Coda have talked about me coming down at some point, like, you know, to see the baby and everything. So I'll be down there.
let's plan
And
it. Let's
I'm
plan it.
definitely
We'll be there. You go for Coda, and I'll be there for Joey. We'll be there.
Yeah, you guys can go have some guys time, and I'll hang out with Coda.
Who's hanging out with the baby?
I'm hanging out with the baby.
We have
bro.
parents.
That's
Oh,
my
shit.
baby. That's my baby.
That's
bro.
my.
I can't-
I claim
I-
that energy.
I can watch the kid. It's fine.
I'm so excited because that baby's gonna be like, when that baby's like probably 5 or 6 year old, like me and Dylan are gonna be like stable, probably like moving into a house, like we're gonna have money. I'm gonna spoil the fuck out of that kid. I'm gonna buy that kid anything they want, bro. Like, and Joey and Coda are gonna get so mad at me because I'm gonna buy them like things that they don't want them to have, and I'm gonna be
I'm
like,
already mad that
your
you're saying
Auntie
this.
Sophie has fucking died, bro. I'm gonna spoil the fuck out of that kid. I love that kid so much already.
And then we're gonna take it away from them.
Yep.
My mom always talked about the band shelf. She had a shelf in a closet with loud or annoying toys that she used to put up there, and they always talk about like an Elmo guitar that I used to have, and that was on the band shelf. And my uncle was infamous for giving toys that were on the band shelf, so we've always tried to do the same for my uncle's children. Now that we have like cousins that they're a lot younger than us. I think they're like 6, like turning 7 in August or some shit like that. Like they're pretty young,
Hey.
but like we get them Nerf guns. Like our toys were the first ones to get taken away last Christmas. We were
Bruh.
That's an
excited
honor.
about that.
That
Exactly,
is an
bro.
honor, honestly.
We got them like this big ass Nerf gun with like a pump and everything. Their mother was so upset. Like she was clearly not pleased with the gift we gave them.
Dude,
It's
I gave my
fun.
nephew a little amiibo figure, right? And they used to have a fucking
Dude.
corgi, dude. They had a corgi, and little bro left the amiibo down on the fucking floor, and the
Damn.
dog ate the amiibo.
Bruh.
The dog shit the amiibo out. I was so mad at him, dude. I was like, I'm never
That's
buying you a gift
fucked.
again, dude. That's
That's
how you treat that shit.
I mean, amiibos are like 2
How
or
old?
3 inches, dude.
How old were they?
No, he was 6 or 7, so he could grasp the understanding.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit too young to
I
care
don't
about
think so.
something that little.
It was $30.
I feel like I wouldn't care about something that little until I was like 12 or 13. You know what I mean?
Bro, at
Up
that
until
age,
then, I
I
was
wanted a talking Sasquatch when I was like 12 or 13.
What?
It was at Target, dude. They had a talking Bigfoot.
What?
He would like walk
Yeah,
around and then
Bigfoot at
repeat what
home.
you said. Yeah, we got Bigfoot at home, and it was just my dad unshaved. I might have my dad on one of these days because, dude, this guy, my
He'd
dad would
love to.
absolutely love to do a podcast.
This would be so
Get
much
him
fun.
on.
He gets along with
I need to
everybody
get-
so well. He like everybody, all of my friends that have met my dad, they've all said that he's just like the super like chillest guy. He's super awesome. Like Hugo from Sweden, he talked to my dad on the mic, and he was like, "Dude, your dad is so chill. Like, please get him on here more often." And I was like, "My dad isn't just here. I don't know. I don't know when." But my dad loves doing like a lot of goofy shit. Ever since I was a kid, my dad has just been like trolling.
I kind of love that, bro.
Makes me
I
more
love when
you
dads
got
are
it
so
from.
goofy.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
if you guys ever remember my dad, you guys would love him because he's just like an
Let's
enhanced
get
version
him on
of
the
me.
pod. Let's get him on the pod.
Let's get
I
both of our
could.
dads on the pod.
I couldn't.
Dadcast?
I could
The
if
dad
I
cast.
asked
My
him.
dad would not do a podcast.
If I
unfortunately.
asked him, he would definitely do it because recently he's been like that fucking TikTok that I did for my Twitch stream of like, you know what would be sounding good right now? 1 million beers. My dad has been quoting that to me.
Oh no,
He's been quoting my own TikTok to me.
his brain's rotted.
That's
He's,
amazing.
like, the other-
W
okay,
dad, honestly.
So over the last weekend, he went over to my sister's, is like 6 hours away, and he came back and we went out to dinner, and he was like, "Yo, Brian, you know what would sound good right now?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, 1 million beers.
1 million beers.
And I was like, dude, you did not. I was like, you did not just do that. He was like, I've been seeing your videos, dude. They're so freaking funny. I don't know how you come up with that stuff.
What
and
an
I was
honor.
like, dude.
Your
He-
own
It's
Actually
father.
amazing. Hell yeah.
He watched both my parents watch my TikTok, so they all see the stupid shit that I see on TikTok. But my dad also goes back and watches my YouTube videos. So he hears all the stupid shit that I say, and he's still like, "Yeah, no, he repeats it to me," and I'm like, "Dude, don't do that. What are you doing?"
When Coda and Joey were up, I made my mom watch the Lethal Company video you put out, where it was like me, Coda, Krim,
Oh, it was
Taco.
the last one.
Joey,
yeah,
were you in it?
He was.
I was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. I think you were. And my mom was like, "Oh my god, she thought it was fucking awesome."
Hell yeah.
Can your mom subscribe to me on YouTube?
You need to show
No.
your mom my
She's
Call of
probably
Duty
not even
video.
logged in.
Guys, chat. I've hit 300 subscribers on YouTube, guys.
Congratulations,
good.
bro. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
I've been so hyped over it. I woke up today, I checked again, I was at 302, and I was like,
Keep it going, bro. Hell yeah. Good shit,
Dude.
Go.
dude.
It's because
All
you've been
rolling.
posting more now.
I'm
Now that
trying
you're in
to.
the you're in the habit of it.
I'm trying to post more, yeah.
No, you've been posting a lot. You've been on top of it.
I'm trying to. I was supposed to
You need
edit
to get
today,
back on
but
it.
I was like, honestly, I don't want to, so I just hopped in VC.
I've been editing a lot recently.
He's
I
been
mean,
dropping an episode like every 1 to 2 weeks.
Dude,
Like,
it
yeah.
hurts my
Listen.
brain. It's so like time constricting, and it honestly just physically hurt to go back and do all that. But I kind of
Honest.
enjoy it. I enjoy it to an extent. And then when it gets boring,
know what I
I'm
do?
like, I don't want to do this, and I get drunk and just finish it.
yeah.
You know what I read online about? If you
What?
do at least 2 videos every month, that's enough to get you like into like rolling into like the like the big
Algorithm.
like to the 1,000 like subscribers range and shit like that to find the
Okay.
people who like your niche.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you
I
at
don't
least do
know.
2 a
least.
month,
I think I've been doing 3 a month for the past couple of months.
which is good. I need to get my other
There's
one
some
rolling out.
channels that do like 4 videos a year, and
Dude,
they've got
even-
millions.
Even the TikTok
Yeah.
that I posted right now of like me almost saying the no word.
Yeah.
It's right now it's sitting at 3.5 thousand views on TikTok. And I was like, what the fuck, dude?
That's
insane.
not bad at all. That's actually wild. Good shit, dude. Hell yeah. Keep
It's
that
the
shit up,
most I've
bro.
gotten ever, and it's just because I've almost said the N-word.
People think that's funny.
It's
People
funny.
think it's funny, I guess, yeah.
But no, I feel the same way. I'm excited, and I'm excited to get my channel rolling.
Dude, yeah.
Because
Yup.
Guys, chat.
now that I have the PC, like already got the Twitch linked. Everybody check
Dude,
out
I'm
the.
gonna spread that
if you
shit
wanna look, you know.
everywhere.
Yeah,
But
check
I'm
out
also-
Self Dizzy in the bottom. You know?
Wait.
I'm planning to do the same thing as Joey and Maze. I would
Hold
like
on.
to make videos.
Sophie, please put out a PSA right now about your channel.
PSA about my channel?
Yeah.
What sort of PSA? I'm gonna be streaming Skyrim. I think immediately after this podcast, I might do that. I don't know. We'll see. I might be a little bit too crunk. I might be doing tomorrow. We'll see. But I'm gonna be streaming some Skyrim. I'm going to be streaming probably Minecraft. I have got Detroit Become Human on the list. I've got We Happy Few on the list. Like RPG kind of games. I also want to play like I don't know, some Minecraft. I'll probably play some COD. I'll probably play whatever fucking these monkeys want to play with me, bro. Honestly, like I'm just gonna stream whatever. I'm just excited to do it. I've been wanting to do it for fucking years. Everybody here does it. Like I'm so excited.
I just checked
Joey
out
helped me
what?
set up my OBS.
Check out
server.
what? What's the browser site?
Sophs
Twitch.
Dizzy. SOPHSDIZZY on
If you're
Twitch.
gonna do it, if you're gonna do it right, you gotta go twitch.tv/.
.tv/Sophs Dizzy. SOPHS Dizzy.
Hell yeah.
There you go. That
I'm
team's like
excited.
Joester with 3
I'm
underscores.
excited.
Got you. I'll clip that tomorrow morning. I'll put it out for you. I got you.
Thank you. I appreciate you,
Yup.
gang. I appreciate you. I'm
So-
excited for it. I'm really excited.
I'm also very excited for you to grow your success.
And like I want to do videos with you guys too. Like I want to do like the type of like I was watching the Warzone video you put out a little while ago. Like I want to do shit like that with you guys and Coda. Like I want to do lethal
Dude,
videos. Like it'll be fun. Like
this
I've got the
new-
whole thing now. This PC is amazing. This PC has so
Hell
much
yeah.
capacity. Like I
So
am
much
gonna
potential.
utilize it.
Dude, this new Black Ops 6 video that I got coming out, dude, is the
I'm
most
scared.
It's the
I'm
most
scared.
unhinged
I saw a
enemy
clip
of
from
us.
I saw a clip from it and I'm a little nervy as well.
It's
I didn't know you were
Yeah, I'm
recording
gonna
that
get
night.
incriminated,
I
mean,
didn't
man.
either.
I will send it to every one of you guys before
in
I put it
crib.
out. But it is like the most unhinged Black Ops moments unhinged VC moments we've ever been through. Because I looked
We were
through.
popping off that
Dude,
night.
I've been watching. I'm only like 15 minutes in, I think, and then there's like a 30-minute video. Dude, the stuff I've been hearing has just been insane.
Oh no. I'm
Well,
scared now,
we'll
dude.
definitely have to
Honestly, I
watch
don't
it
even
here
remember
before
shit.
you actually post it.
Yeah, I got you. No, we'll watch it before
Yeah,
I post it.
no,
just to
please.
confirm.
Because if I say something outlandish, dude, I
You
don't
said
know.
trust
if I
a
can-
lot of things. Both of you guys said a lot of things.
I don't
You
know.
have
I
no
just-
room to talk.
but- Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, but he would post it out of his free will for the views.
Yeah,
I don't know.
For real.
I don't know,
That's the thing.
dude.
That's the thing.
You guys sign the NDA. I can post whatever I want.
I didn't sign shit, bro. What do you
I
mean?
didn't sign shit. All I said is that if you record, just let me know. You didn't let me know.
Yeah, yeah.
True,
yeah.
true.
You got me hitting the new metal pose.
Me when tits.
I just go into it with the assumption
Bro.
of recording.
I don't. Fuck it.
All right, guys. Do you guys want to get into
we
a topic
ready?
now? Yeah, dude. Let's get into a topic.
30 minutes
Okay,
in. Let's get to
so-
the topic.
Yeah, obviously, yes. Now we're getting into a topic. The first topic that we've come ahead, like literal, like weeks have been passed by that we've let this go on, but Lunatize, shout out Lunatize.
Shout out, bro. For
You
real.
gave this topic a few weeks ago and we've been slacking on it, but we're here now ready to redeem ourselves. But the topic is, do you think that life is like a predetermined thing? Like when you make decisions in life, it's predetermined by God or whoever the higher being is. Like you're meant to do that thing no matter what choice you do or make. Or do you think you have free will to do these things? Do you think they're caused by some sort of supernatural force, or do you think you do these things just because you want to do them? Yes, Joey, go ahead.
I haven't given this a single thought, but it just came into my head.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Tell us.
The way that I view and the way that I believe is that there's a higher being
Okay.
and he gives you the gifts that he gives you. And then he makes you figure out those gifts and use that to create stuff that you enjoy, right? To give it back to the world. So I believe that there is predetermined, I believe in a mix of it. There's a predetermined outcome, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
I'm not putting this into words well.
So you think that
I'm
like,
trying to,
God
kinda
has
think, hold
like
on.
a certain plan for it, or like each individual?
he has a plan, but he gives you tools to make your own decisions on what you want to do.
Okay. Makes sense, yeah. I can understand that.
So,
So
like-
I think that it's a mix of both.
So like the situation is predetermined, but how you deal with it is on you. Type.
Yes.
Sure, yeah. That's what it
Yes.
sounds like.
There,
I got
there it is. Perfect.
I got you. I understood.
She understood the assignment, even though I don't know exactly how to relay the message well.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, Pew.
I'm simply what
Even though I'm picking up a pile of horse shit and just.
What do you
That's
think,
how I view
Sophie?
it.
What do you think, Zoe?
Me? You want me to
Yeah.
go?
Yeah.
Okay, so personally, I haven't gotten too much into what I actually think as far as like all I've really said is I'm not a Christian and that I don't believe in God, which is I feel like as deep as I've really gotten on the podcast or honestly with you guys as well, like even personally, I feel like I haven't gotten that much into it. I believe in something a lot closer to Buddhism. I believe in free will. But I believe I guess I would agree with you, Joey. I believe the situation is predetermined, but free will is real. I believe that we get to choose how we're gonna deal with something. And there's a really amazing episode of Midnight Gospel that kind of displays the exact thing that I'm thinking of. I can't remember what episode it is. Krim, I'll get it to you later so you can throw it in here.
I've been seeing you
But-
watch that
Editing.
Midnight Gospel, dude. Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
it's
editing.
really
I'm
good.
editing.
I was watching. Oh yeah, Maze. I'll let you know what episode it is. You can put it like on the screen. It's really good. But it was basically this creature, and it was like this monster, and he kept going through the same situation over and over and over again. He would go through the same like life, and he would fight with all these other creatures, and he would go through, and he would be miserable, and then he would die, and then he was born again, and he did the same exact thing. And then throughout the episode, it kind of follows this same creature being reincarnated over and over. And throughout the episode, he starts being kinder to the other creatures around him, and he stops fighting, and he starts, being more chill and like understanding, and like stops being so violent. And when he dies and is reborn again, he's reborn more like childlike. He's reborn more like a baby, like less. He's not so ugly, and he becomes more like just like a little baby. You know what I mean? And I kind of the message behind that is as you go through life, you get to decide how you're going to deal with things, whether you're going to be reactive about it or whether you're going to be compassionate and understanding, and you're going to look at it in a what can I do about this, like how am I going to react in a way that's good for everybody type beat. Like I think as you go through life, you're supposed to be good to people, and you're supposed to be understanding, and you're supposed to take things that are unfair, and when you're put in those unfair situations, you don't lash out and you don't say this isn't fair, I'm gonna be mean to people, I'm gonna hurt people because I've been hurt. You instead take that and you say, okay, I've been hurt, I know how this feels, I'm gonna be understanding to people who are being hurtful because they're hurt, like that sort of shit. Like the idea with like the whole Buddhism thing is like you're supposed to live many lifetimes until you understand the final message. And then when you finally understand that final message, you get to be reincarnated as a higher being. And that's the whole idea, is that you live as many lifetimes as you need to learn the lessons you need to learn. Your soul needs to learn. Because your soul exists in many lives. But you, in this lifetime, need to learn a specific lesson for your soul. And then, so that's kind of what I believe. You are here for a specific purpose. You're gonna go through life, and you're either gonna learn your lesson or you're not. And you're gonna, like, I don't know. That's kind of how I approach situations in my life as well. Like, kind of the way I looked at one big situation is when I was with my ex, when I broke up with my ex, that was a really bad situation. And the way I approached it was like, I need to let this go, because if I'm reactive about it and if I keep lashing out and if I keep trying to wish harm upon this person and like holding on to it, that's bad for my soul, because my soul's not learning the lesson that way. You know what I mean? So that's the way I believe in it. I believe, yes, the situation is predetermined because you need to learn a lesson. Whatever lesson your soul needs to learn in this lifetime, you're going to be faced with that over and over and over until you learn that lesson. And then once you learn that lesson, there's probably another lesson you need to learn after that. So life is a series of challenges, but your goal as a soul, as a being, is to rise above those challenges and reach your higher self, which is one of compassion and understanding and love, and understanding that we're all really one. And we're all trying to reach this goal of happiness and of higher self. And the only way we can do that is through compassion and loving each other and understanding of each other.
But what if that doesn't happen?
That's a fear of the ego.
A fear of the ego. So let's say like one person is so down in the dumps that they let their own insecurities and negativity get through to them, that's what carries them. But then somebody else tries to come and help them through that, but it's just not enough that it bleeds through the respectful person, I guess.
Because I don't think anything anybody else can do for you unless you're willing to like accept it. Like nobody can teach you a lesson you're not willing to learn. So you can be as down in the dumps as you want, and you're gonna be as down in the dumps as you want to be until you're willing to be like, okay, I don't want to be fucking miserable anymore. I need to learn this lesson. What is making me miserable, and address that and reach like, it's not easy. Like you're gonna have to deal with like whatever the fuck is actually horrible. And then like once you deal with that issue, you move past it and stop letting it control your life and stop letting it make you miserable, and then you move on. You learn that lesson. Your soul has learned that lesson. Even if that's the only lesson your soul learns in that lifetime, like it's still worth it.
But what if you can't? What if your life is stuck on that lesson?
I don't think anybody I don't think anybody can't move past anything. I think it's literally, I think that is an illusion of the ego, that people are so attached to their trauma and attached to their misery that they're like, what would I be without this? And that's another thing that I think the third episode of Midnight Gospel talks about this. This is an amazing show. Everybody should watch it. It's so good. But it's like one of the characters. So Midnight Gospel is a podcast that's turned into a show, right? So one of the characters, which is one of the guests on the podcast, talks about being an alcoholic, and she talks about being sick and being a writer. And addiction is a sickness. It's an illness. And she's like, I was afraid that if I wasn't an alcoholic, I wouldn't be a good writer. Because the ego makes you attached to that. It makes you think that you need the misery in order to be happy, in order to be funny, in order to be worth it, in order to make the things that you make, in order to be a creative, in order to be you. It makes you think that like the only reason I'm as funny as I am is because I'm so depressed. But that's not true. You're still funny without the depression. You can still move past it and maintain your creativity, maintain the things that make you you without being fucking miserable all the time. And that's part of the disease. It's part of the ego. Like your ego is what holds on to depression and sickness and anxiety, and the ego is what makes you not want to get better, in my opinion.
So does that mean not everyone can reach happiness? Because if there's not,
If you're not
everyone can,
willing
like,
to,
be on the
can't.
good cycle, because
have to
if
be
there's no
willing.
one being bad, there's no one to cause inconveniences or challenges.
I don't think
to
it's
others.
about like, I don't think it's about not being bad. Like I think everybody's gonna do bad things in their life. It's about doing that and learning. You know what I mean?
Also, the way that I
Everybody's
believe,
in different stages in their life, in their soul. You know what I mean?
the way that I believe that every humans are inherently evil. You have to just pick either good or bad. You have that choice to pick good or bad.
Yeah.
But
And
it's also about of getting rid of like the ego portion, you know, and then pushing past it, and then, hey, I'm here, guys.
because
you know,
I believe ultimately that Christianity is trying to achieve the same goal as like
most
what
definitely
this
is.
Buddhism idea is. Like it's
heaven
about moving
is
past you, moving past
Mhm.
you as a person, as one person on this planet, because it's more than just you. There's everybody. And Christianity, Buddhism, fucking tripping hard on mushrooms, it's all trying to teach you the same thing. It's more than just you. Like I've honestly maintained this idea ever since the first time I tripped hard on psychedelics. I was like, this is what people try to learn from the church. It's that we're all one. We should be treating each other with respect and dignity and love, and that it's not that deep. Like like we should be moving past these material ideas of hurt and things that bind us to these negative things, and we should be surpassing that because it's more than just that. We're human because of more than just that. If it was just that, we'd just be animals. So yeah, that's my opinion.
Maze, wake up.
I don't,
Look out,
Hopefully,
buddy.
You sleeping?
I don't want to.
what about you, Crimson? What do you believe?
So, if you have to put myself under a label, I guess you could call me an agnostic, which means I don't believe particularly in one deity or any deities in all per se, but I will say that there may possibly be the existence of them. So
Fair enough.
I myself don't believe in a god, but I'm not denying the existence of one. It's kind of odd, and not everyone will fit into the category, but that's just kind of the way I've kind of fell into and believed in. It's kind of been that way since I was a kid. But the way that I see it is that there's kind of a guideline. You don't have to follow the guideline. You can do whatever the hell you want. But there's kind of a guideline that you can follow. But any and all choices that you make can and will put you off the track. I mean, you could follow the plan exactly, whatever the hell it may be, or you can kind of go on a side quest.
So you
Decide your own
believe
thing.
there's like a set things you are supposed to do, but you're allowed to vary from them.
Not so much set things you have to do, but there is definitely a finished goal.
Hmm.
So there's not so much checkpoints in the race as there is at least a finish line.
I see. Just yeah, so there's like something you're supposed to achieve, but how you get there is on you, kind of vibes.
Pretty much. It's a marathon, you just decide how you get there.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What about you, Maze? What do you think
About what?
about the topic?
If you decide when you go to heaven that there is or isn't heaven, there will be somebody there to judge what you believe. And if there isn't, and if you don't believe in it, then there won't be. And you'll be in the forever sleep. That's what I feel, honestly, throughout everything and all of my childhood. The way that I grew up, the way that I believe now, you will just be forever sleeping. Forever black and eternalness. There's nothing else but just black. You will be able to hear nothing or see anything. But when you die, that's all you'll be able to see.
But do you believe there's
nothing.
fate? Like
No.
things that are predetermined? No?
Nope.
You think we're just freeballing?
I think you are free and able to do anything you would like. Whether it's written in the stones, whether it's written in agenda. If you want to do something, you're going to do it because you want to. And if it's not, then so be it. But I think everybody else has a free will. Anybody can do whatever they want to. If you want to die, you're going to die. If you want to live, you're going to live. If you want to continue with your life as how it is, you will. If there's another life that you want to live, you will do it. But it's all by your own choice. Do with what you have with your own choice. And if you don't, it's just going to be a waste. Keep going with what you have. Motivate yourself with what you have and keep going with the way what you want. Because nobody else is going to give it to you. Only you can give it to yourself. Nobody else is going to be here to hand it to you. You will be here for yourself at the end. Everybody gets born by themselves. And everybody dies by themselves. If you needed a light of hope, a beacon of hope, that is you yourself. The cycle will continue. You will be reborn. You will be happy with what you have. But for now, you're going to fight for what you want.
That's kind of deep.
That is deep.
I'm not on your level.
Take it as you want.
I gotta get there.
Take it as you
Gotta
want.
get to this philosophical level.
I don't
Here
care
I am
anymore.
talking about life just being like a video game. You gotta find a quest.
Video game.
And
Life
you're
is
over
not a
here
video
like,
game. You can die
"You're the
any
only
moment.
beacon of hope."
You can die any moment you choose. Life is not a video game. It is a reality. You can die tomorrow.
It's just a metaphor.
Life is not a metaphor. You must take it very seriously. If you treat life like a metaphor, you will get nothing done. Life is a reality. Do what you want with it and continue on with what you have. I've been at the other end of the tunnel. Do what you can with what you have. As the only advice I can give. But anyways, as we all seem to be a little bit more serious and melancholy, I think we're going to drag us away from this topic and move on to a different one before we get too metaphysical. So I plan other topics for us to discuss while we're here in this moment, because I don't want us to go through this moment. But let's say next topic we want to talk about. I know I've talked about this before because I have definitely talked about me peeing myself in my own vehicle. But have you guys ever shit yourselves or pissed yourselves or thrown up in public where you didn't mean to?
I have an IHOP story.
Tell your IHOP story,
I
please.
think you've told it.
I think I have, but how would I start this? We got SATs. It's a SAT day. I'm in 12th grade. SATs below. Fuck SATs.
Oh,
And
bro,
my-
fuck
I
that
want him to
shit.
say
My
SATs.
best friend who got me into skating. Shout out.
Shut up, whoever you are.
Shout out Anonymous.
He knows who he is.
Shout out the homie.
Shut
But
up.
he was like, "Yo, why don't we get ourselves like actually ready for these fucking SATs? Let's go out early breakfast, catch the bus later, and just vibe and do stupid shit before school." So we drive over to the IHOP. Mind you, it's like 6 a.m. like before the bus comes through, and we're chowing down, eating as much as we fucking can, because like, you know, oh, SATs, blah, 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 blah. Good breakfast, let's go. And I end up eating 2 really big meals, and I start to walk outside, and I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna make it to my car. I look over at bro, and I'm like, dude, I'm not making it to my car. So I go to the little section of grass patch that's right there with the concrete, and I lean over and I yak.
Poor
I
kid.
just fucking yak, dude. And then I sit down in my car and I'm like, dude, I'm not making it to SATs, bro. I feel like shit. Going home, I'm laying in bed, not doing anything. He's like, fair enough. So yeah, I yacked in the IHOP that Carl works at.
That's crazy. I love that for you, though.
Probably should blur out the IHOP because we had to blur it out the last time.
And maybe just bleep it. I think she doesn't want it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
while we're
okay.
in between stories real quick, I'm gonna piss, low-key. I'm sorry. Not to make your editing job harder, but I'm
It's
gonna
not
do it
mine.
anyways.
This is Maze's episode.
I had a story I was gonna share on the podcast. It's not really related to the topic though, so
It's okay.
not really related to the topic though, so I don't know if you guys want to go first.
I'll say it. Go ahead.
So it's not really related to like having an accident in public, more so just something embarrassing that happened to me in public. So there was a bookstore near me. I was with my mom, and there's like, you know, like walking up to the cash registers, there's like a bunch of shit you like look at like on shelves and stuff. But like at this particular time, they had a bunch of pillows in like these tall, like stands. Like think the things from Walmart that have the balls. Like they kind of look like that, but it's a bunch of pillows in there. So I was like running my hand across the pillows, like as we're walking to the cash registers, and I was like, they were like up here, and then there was one like lower down. So I was running my hands across like the fluffy pillows,
Right.
and then there was another one. It was kind of lower down, and it felt kind of weird, like kind of different than the other pillows, and I was like, weird. And I looked down, and this lady like looks back up at me, and I realize that I'm sticking my hands into her curly hair, not the fluff of a pillow, but it's a lady who's crouching down looking at something on a shelf, and I just stuck my hands into her hair. And she was like looked up like kind of scared. I was like, I like took my hand out. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And I like ran. I was like, Mom, here, take these, like whatever I had with me. I was like, I need to go. And I like left, and I sat in the car, and I waited for my mom to come back, and mom comes back like pissing herself laughing. She's like, that was so funny. That lady explained to me what happened, like this whole thing. I was like, bro, fuck you. Fuck that lady. Fuck this store. I was terrified. I was horrified. I wanted to kill myself after that. But I thought it was funny to share on the podcast. I don't know.
I think it is very funny to share on the podcast. Dude, can I share a Walmart? Was it a Walmart that you had that experience?
It was a bookstore. That's a local chain near me.
No, dude.
You did that shit at a bookstore?
Yes,
Local.
bro.
Mind you.
A local bookstore.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I wanted to kill myself, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Why does this feel so weird? And I looked down, and this like, and it was like, she had like big curly hair. I was like, I felt so fucking bad. I was like, I'm horrible. I'm the worst person ever. I'm just gonna end my life right here.
Why?
But it's not my fault that she was in line with the pillows, that I was like running my fingers across the fluffy pillows. Like, I was like 12 or 13.
You can't blame yourself for stuff you did back then.
I do.
You
Okay.
can't.
You can, but you do not. All right. Can't argue with that.
What about you guys? Is
Oh,
that it?
Are you eating a frozen
And was that Hot Pocket frozen?
I wanted to, but I can't do it.
I noticed.
Hot Pockets are supposed to be warmed up.
Jesus.
Jesus.
I see you fucking crying the
I mean-
fucking corner off.
I think I've told this story before on the Sam episode, actually.
Sam's
Because this was one of my topics that I had of like, where have you had an accident before? Like puking yourself or shitting yourself, pissing yourself, whatever. But I think I did talk about this on the Sam episode. I told my story about how this one time I went on a boat booze trip with my ex's career, because she was a chiropractor and or a chiropractor helper. The doctor was a chiropractor himself, but he invited his whole company out to the to like a brunch dinner thing, and he had this whole thing planned out. He had like a brunch. He had a boat planned out for us in the afternoon, and then he had a boat planned out for us in the dinner. So I was just straight drinking mimosas from like 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. And he dropped us off at the bay. After I had a couple of mimosas, after I had a couple of sissy heads from one of the other guys that was there. And I peed all over my car. My ex handed me a cup and she was like, you know what, just use this for now until we get home. And I was like, okay, I'll do my best. And I peed the whole thing. And I was like, hey, I'm still going. And I just kept going after I filled up the pee bottle. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just pee all over my car. And then we got home. There was pee in my car. I think the next weekend after that, or like a weekend or two after that, she took me to her birthday party that her dad was having. And her dad was like, me and her dad were super chill. He was always wanting to drink with me because I drink a lot. And he was like, you know what? The next time you come over, I'm going to buy a big bottle of tequila. And I was like, yo, dude, fuck with me, my boy. So he did. He got a big bottle of tequila. He drank half of it, and I drink half of it. And he was like, "You know what? I'm done. I can't. I absolutely can't. Like, you can have the rest." And I was like, "Fuck you." So I just kept going, kept having mixed drinks, tequilas, and whatnot. And then by the time we were ready to go home, I was throwing up out of the car. And then I went home. I went to bed, and she took care of me, I guess. That is
I have
my.
another throw up story.
What's your throwing up story?
Sophie knows the story.
Oh no!
I was here for this one.
So,
Actually, he was here
I was there. It's not really
when
like,
Joey visited me at my parents' house.
it was fun. So
That was so
here we
much
are
fun.
in the basement of Sophie's lovely abode, and I'm out here taking double shots with Dylan, double shots for Coda's birthday. They went out. I didn't have a lick of drink.
The boys drove us for the night.
Because-
So me, Taco, Coda, we all got fucked up. We were
Yep.
drinking marks and shit. And
So
Joey and Danky and Dylan were driving.
we were
like, good-
driving.
Good, wonderful men. So
And,
he's trying to catch up.
Okay.
So me being me trying to catch up, I'm like, fuck. Pour me double shots. Pour me fucking double.
Hell yeah. That's the best way to go.
So-
yeah.
He double shot me up some Jack Daniels and pick one. About 10, 15 minutes pass. Yo, I'm not feeling shit. Pour me another. Took another. Another 10, 15 minutes go by. I ain't feeling shit. Pour me another. By that time, I'm fucking crunk. I don't even realize it, and I'm crunk as fuck. So I take another shot, and this is, mind you, this is all in like a span of maybe 45 minutes or under an hour.
Right.
So I've had about half a bottle of JD, and I'm sitting here, at Bread Dakota,
That's gonna be me and Krim next episode, dude.
Yo.
and fucking, I start to stumble up the stairs. So you know how like you be stumbling and shit when
Right,
you're crunk
yeah,
as
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
See, I'm stumbling up the stairs, and Coda's coming up with me. She's like, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna make sure he's okay." Lo and behold, I go, I'm just gonna go pee. I'm going pee. Nope. I went pee. I unlocked that door. I'm like, and I opened the door wide open. Coda walks in. I'm laying flat down by the toilet and yakking in the toilet.
Bruh.
It got to the point where I'm yakking so hard that blood starts to come up.
Oh,
like I'm dry. Yeah, I'm like dry heaving.
like dry heaving.
And that happens
Oh.
Yeah, and that happens almost every time I like vomit too. Like it'll come out, it'll come up, and like
Bummer.
blood will start to come up, which fucking
Oh,
sucks,
yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, that
Because
does.
like once it's
Yeah.
all out, I have like once it's out, it's like I still have that taste in my mouth, and I'm gonna do it
Yeah.
again, and it
Ugh.
fucking blows. So
That
that
was
happens
horrible.
every time I throw up. And there's a picture out there of me the next morning waking up with the blankies and a pillow, and I'm clocked out on the floor. I'm like,
Can we
That
put that in? Can we put that in?
yeah, you can put it in.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I
Please
miss you.
put it in right there.
Right here. Bro, I was plump, bro. Plump crunk.
So back to our POV, we're like, what the fuck happened to Joey and Kodo? We haven't seen them in like an hour. Our friend, like my brother's friend, literally did this exact thing 2 weeks ago. Like, chill the fuck out. Oh, dude, my battery
Oh
died.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
died.
frozen. Yeah, okay.
Hang on. Hang on.
Who's your miss?
Dad,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
getting a mini pizza.
Oh no, man.
I've been
I'm gonna
eating
make it
baked.
frozen.
I've been
and I'm
eating
gonna eat
baked
it frozen.
Cheez-Its. I've been eating baked Cheez-Its.
No, I'm gonna wait. I want a frozen pizza so bad.
I want to help Buggers, man.
Guys, I'm gonna stand up for the rest of the episode.
That's
Yeah.
fine. It's just a random cut.
Sorry, guys, my fucking camera died. But yeah, I basically had to explain to Joey, nope, Sam's friend did this literally 2 weeks ago, you're fine. And then my dad told me, like, after you guys left, he was like, yeah, I thought it was kind of weird that somebody came out of the bathroom at like 9 a.m. I had no idea how they got in there, and that makes sense now. And I was like, dude,
Who was it that came out?
Was it 9 a.m.?
it was
What time
something
did I
like
wake
that.
up that morning? I did
I
not
have
wake
no
up at 9
idea.
a.m.
At whatever time.
It was definitely like
I
8.
I don't remember, but Dad saw you come out of the
That
bathroom.
hangover was fucking ass, dude. Holy
He
shit.
was out all day.
I was out until like 12, like 1:30. That hangover was ass, bro. You got any stories, Krim?
Pretty much the only one I could think of was, give or take, I was like 12, 13. Me and some buddies decided we wanted to go to the local Donald or General and get some snacks. We decide to get like 3 packs of the party size packs of Oreos and 2 half gallons of milk. We go home and we start eating those motherfuckers. I eat an entire party pack to myself and drink like a quarter gallon of milk. I
Shit!
fucking throw up everywhere, chunks. Just
It was the milk, bro. It was definitely the milk.
Motherfuckers throwing up to your fucking weed. You're throwing up to your fucking real animal meat.
Huh?
Dude. Bro
It was a bad. And
drank milk with it too. Like, what? What are you doing?
what else are you gonna do?
That's what I'm
Cookies and
saying,
milk.
bro. That's literally what I'm saying.
Just
That the
not.
milk did you in.
He said, "What is we gonna do? Just not do that? Hello? Just don't. Absolutely don't do
He
that."
said he was
Cookies
12
and
or
milk.
13. He said he was 12 or 13.
I'm retarded. Even now. Imagine what I was when I was 12 and 13.
True.
Lost for hope.
It was not a great experience.
Is that all you can say about it?
That sounds miserable.
I learned not to eat an entire package of Oreos and learned to keep it to a sleeve.
What happened if you did have to eat that entire package of Oreos?
I threw up everywhere.
I threw up.
Mom, I
threw
food up.
Mom, I threw up.
Master Chief, you tell me what you're doing in Fortnite. I food up.
It's really bad when I throw chunks because it's always very acidic and it burns the living hell out of my throat.
Okay,
Yep,
Woody.
And then even if I sip water, it's immediately coming up.
Awesome details. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I'm an overshare. Get used to it.
Nope. Sophie, what have you been up to the past 2 weeks except eating hot Cheeto Puffs?
Actually eating munchies.
Oh, cheese mix.
Munchies
brother.
are gas.
Hell
It's
yeah.
the shit.
Okay.
But besides getting the PC, just I've been on break this week. Spring break, let's go. Woohoo. So I've just been enjoying my time off. I've been staying up late and sleeping in late, and I mean I have to go back to school next week, so that really fucking sucks, but
Sophie says spring break. Woo. Sophie,
Yes, hands.
gotta do better. Do better, Sophie. Bruh. Hit a whip and dab and nene.
brother.
Hit the 420
Yo, it's
musket.
spring break, bruh.
You gotta hit that, dude. Hit that. All right, mini. All right. Mini hit the folks. All right.
Oh,
That's
wait.
how I feel.
Sophie's mini Dougieing right now, guys.
I've been like, true. What? Can you teach me how to Dougie?
Be like,
know what?
"Oh, shit, whoa."
I don't know what you're
Some
saying,
intro.
Maynard.
Stupid manner.
But anyways,
How long have we
guys,
been mother freaking recording?
several. We've been recording for several, Sophie.
Enough.
By the way, Sophie, I sent you a link for a wall battery for your camera, so you don't have to worry about it dying anymore.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyways, next topic. Well, I don't think we even got it. I mean, we kind of did because I was just like, oh wait, no, we haven't gone into the first topic. I think we got into the third topic. We discussed or sent through the group chat. But the peeing
Unorthodox
yourself.
ways to treat sicknesses.
But the first one that I wanted to talk to you guys about was brought to you by Lunatize themselves on twitter.com/Lunatize. But they said, do you guys think that things in life are predetermined or are caused by free will?
It was already predetermined.
Wow, he predetermined this shit really hard, huh?
Mace, you're drunk. We already did that one.
Maze, we already did that one.
We did win.
Yeah, at the beginning.
It's the first one.
Damn, Yaga moment. Guys, I'm pretty fucking drunk.
Yeah, you're eating a fucking frozen hot pocket, dude.
It's over there.
You are fucked up.
Boom. Like a popsicle.
Hey, it's not so much frozen anymore.
Like a popsicle.
Ew.
Okay.
The
Oh.
last
That
one you
note.
have left is unorthodox ways to treat sicknesses.
Yeah, have you guys ever gotten sick like in a weird way? Like your like parents kind of did, like be like, this is how you get safe or healthy from it. Because when I was a kid, my mom, every time I had the flu or something, or she thought that somebody gave me the bad eye, like my mom would rub an egg on me and be like, this is going to cure you from all the evil from your life. Like rub an egg, like a hard-boiled egg. She would rub it on me. I'd be like, what are you doing, dude? Like, I smell like egg now. And I still have bad luck. What are you doing to me? So have you guys having like any like weird stuff like that?
I wouldn't.
I can think of
say
quite a
it's-
few.
I can think of a couple, but they're not for sicknesses.
Well, for
So it's not necessarily weird to me, but I could assume it's going to be weird to you guys. We actually go around every year, and we get the priest out here, and we bless our house. So, and we'll write down like on our like in chalk on top of our like doorway. I think it's like MB, and then there's another letter, and then equal N plus B plus another letter equals 25 or 26 or whatever like the end year it is, and we'll bless the house.
are the
not
letters for like
necessarily-
each person who like repent?
Resides.
Not here. I can actually go outside really quick and get the letters.
Got that shit on deck.
It's literally written in chalk in front of my door.
Guys, Joe will be back in 2.3 minutes.
Say the closest to that is my aunt used to burn sage throughout the house. She was kind of weird.
My mom talked
My
about
mom
that the whole time.
Did that.
My mom talked about doing that as long as we've been here because I asked first, as like as soon as we moved in, I was like, I've had a nightmare about a shadow aberration popping up from the bottom of my stairwell to the top of my stairwell, being like, you don't belong here. This isn't your house. Get the fuck out. Then after we moved in, it's from the top of the stairwell to my bottom of my stairwell, looking straight at where my bed was positioned, telling me you don't belong here. Get out. And now I just deal with it.
Yeah, so outside, so it's 20 C plus M plus B equals, and then the ending of the year. And we bless the house.
What are the numbers and letters stand for?
If I'm being 100% honest with you, I have no fucking clue. The numbers are the year, but the letters, I believe they're, if I'm not mistaken, they're either like saints or like guardian angels. I'm not 100% sure, but it's
Okay.
one of the two.
I mean,
But
that's
yeah,
what I would assume because none of the letters are like match to your guys' names.
I mean, it's not C's, but the M and the B do.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's something weird we do. I guess, well, weird.
Well, yeah, and it'd be unorthodox to other people. What about you, Karim?
Well, as you might know, I got a lot of Southern and redneck families, so we've got a lot of different cure-alls. But my grandma, one of her favorites, I found out later it's called a hot toddy, but she just called it the special drink. But it's
I know exactly what you're talking
basically-
about.
It's basically like a hot water whiskey, honey, and like a lemon slice. And she'd give it to you and let you drink it. And more often than not, it'd completely wipe out a
I've had that.
cold. It's not too bad.
What we do for like sore throats and shit like that, we'll get like a shit ton of water. We'll boil the hell out of the water, and then
Make it
we'll
holy.
no, shut the fuck up. But we'll put salt, like a shit ton of salt, and then my parents tell me drink that shit,
Hmm.
and I drink
Yeah,
that shit,
I've had that.
and my sore throat is gone.
Yep.
I do a Sart goggle.
If they tell me to gargle it, I just drink it because your body needs salt
Tastes
too.
good.
It does taste good.
My parents used to do things like that when they were religious. But when
Mhm.
they started becoming less religious over the years, they've just been like, whatever. Do what you want.
It works. There's a scientific reason to be doing it as well.
Or another one that was kind of weird is if we had like a stomach ache, my grandma would, if it's summer or whatever, or spring, she'd have us go outside and pick dandelions, and she'd have us chew on the heads of them.
Dude,
Or
if
the
I had a
stomach.
stomach ache in my
What?
grandma's house, she would have me drink 7-Up.
7-Up is
basically-
gas,
Canada
though.
Dry. Or Canada Dry.
So basically, the whole reason for it is apparently it's like a natural herb to help cure stomach aches.
So you're telling me Sid the Sloth from Ice Age had a point?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Brother.
We have a bunch of shit
If
like
it
that.
works, it works.
But the one thing that my mom always does is like whenever something major is going down, like there's some major discontent, make a cup of tea. We drink the tea. And by the time the tea is done, you feel better. And like she always told me, like, just have a cup of tea. By the time you're done with your tea, you'll feel better. And like honestly, like there's been some pretty major like things that have been gone down in my life, and my mom makes me a cup of tea and we have a cup of tea about it, and like I feel a lot fucking better by the end of that cup of tea.
Have you ever smoked a bowl and then had a cup of tea?
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be
course.
your like very like not like revolutionizing, but like it'd be a great revelation to yourself.
Sophomore
as a
year of
person.
college, me and my roommate used to do that a lot. We would drink tea and smoke weed together, like one or the other.
I feel like it'd be
Herbal
both
buds in
like
the teacup.
mind and body clearing.
Yeah,
You
that's
just
great.
have like pure intention through whatever decision you make.
I love drinking tea. I should drink more tea than I do. It's
Sophie,
amazing.
Good for your body.
It is.
Sophie, I love
Helps clear
drinking.
the iron out.
I love drinking as well.
If
Score.
your body builds up iron and whatnot, it's really good to drink
Alright,
tea. It
gotcha.
helps clear it out.
Let's go.
Non-alcoholics rise.
I have no more water.
Dude, you know what I was
So what
thinking about
else?
today? I was thinking about when Sam was on, and he said that like during your guys' spring break, you guys would come down here. But I mean, obviously that's not a choice anymore because Sophie's already on spring break. But I think for spring break, I think it'd be fun to have you guys down here.
It'd be fun to
Like
go to
anybody
Cali.
who wants to come, like anybody in the server, like I mean, not in the server, but in the council, the homies.
Yeah. I'll
Like,
just
if
show
anybody,
up.
if anybody wants to come over, like I will rent another like Airbnb and we could just all just see there.
I'm trying to get your key. Hold on. I'll be there in a second. Just give me a couple years.
Oh, I know what
Please.
he's doing.
It's Dragon Ball.
No, but I was thinking about that today. I was like, remember when freaking Soph and Sam were like, "Yo, let's go to fucking Canada, California for spring break."
I kind of want to go to Cali just to see how it's like.
Fucking have a spring break, bro. He's capping out his ass. He ain't even have a spring
But
break.
what does Sam do? Does he just work?
So yeah, he just works. He is a laborer. He
the
builds
smart
ships
sibling.
for the Navy.
Well, doesn't he also have like paid time off?
Yes. But he doesn't get a spring break the way I get a spring
Well,
break.
no, duh, obviously. Like, I don't get a spring break, but I'm using my paid time off to go on a trip this week or next week.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of unpaid time off.
The only issue is on breaks from school, I usually work a lot. This
That makes
spring break is a
sense.
little bit different. But We would have to plan. We'll visit you in Cali at some point.
Well, I mean, Sophie, you can send me, and I'll have Sam over.
Yeah, you get the hotel.
He'll pay for your hotel. Don't worry about it.
I'm kidding, guys. I've been mean to Soph lately, and we explained this on the last podcast. I don't mean mean. I don't.
Oh, you haven't been that mean recently. We're chilling.
Shit.
I don't mean to be mean to Sophie. It's just like she's a homie, and look at her, dude. She just looks easily bullyable.
What a smelly emo.
Except today, guys. Her mascara looks super nice. Her mascara is on point today, and her eyeliner
camera's
is
actually
her
looking
eyeliner and mascara is on top today. Her
Thank you.
Her camera has
The
improved.
camera is what I care about, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
The camera is on point today.
Camera looks fucking
It
fire.
looks
I wish my
better
camera
than all
looked like
three
that.
of
We were
ours.
talking about this literally before the podcast started. Like me and Joey have both been jealous over the camera, dude. Because look at it, it's so clear. It makes Sophie so like clear,
Background.
1080p, and then the
Oh,
background
it's
is
so good,
blurred.
bro.
And then me, I'm just like, hey.
Hey,
I
I'm
realize
black.
Like
I blend into my background.
No, Joey has a white background and have a black background, and it just doesn't mix. Like I just blend in because all I wear is black.
Hey,
I felt that.
It just blends in. I just blend to my
Black
background.
shirt.
I want to get a fucking actual camera now. You make me want to spend my money,
I've been wanting to go in for like a while.
but I can't.
Because I've been wanting to do it.
This
like,
technically,
obviously,
like I said, is not
I
mine.
want it
This
like
is
a thrift
Sam's.
shop or something.
Well, you bought it off him, didn't you?
No, I said I will buy it off him if he doesn't. If he wants it
You just
back,
kept
I
it?
might buy it off him.
We should look for you a camera
just
at
kept
like
it?
a thrift shop or whatever.
He's okay. So, like I said, Sam works full time. He works Monday through Friday. So he has an apartment in the town that he works in, but he comes home on the weekends a lot of the times. And he left the camera here. He didn't take it to his apartment with him, so I hooked it up.
It's okay. He doesn't need it.
Shit.
Just hook him up with the laptop camera for Discord, and we can have him on.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
doesn't need it.
I agree.
Joey,
I know.
as well as the last episode, Joey looks 3 foot tall.
As always,
That's just his top half showing.
I don't want the bottom half showing today.
I felt that. My floor's messy. Messy as fuck.
I also want to show off.
I like how your other chair is in the background.
I want to sell it. I want to sell it so bad.
If anybody
That
want
sounds
that chair,
fantastic.
hit Joey up.
Who? Shaggy?
Yeah.
Hi.
I almost said you look like
Shaggy.
Shaggy.
That's so
I-
funny.
I am Shaggy.
And then the baby face.
That's a compliment. Matthew Lillard.
That is a compliment, bro.
The babyface
Yeah.
cream? Timmy?
Me. I'm the baby face. I know my place.
It's almost midnight
Guys,
for me.
it's fucking
We've
12.
been recording for an hour and 30 minutes.
45.
And we'll probably
Alright.
have like
We should
10
probably-
Yeah,
minutes
that-
cut.
yeah, that
Probably,
should be
probably
fine.
end the
It
pod.
should be fine.
Yeah.
Sophie, end the
Yeah,
podcast
that'll
right
be
now.
fine.
All right. Thank you, my friendings, for coming to listen to our wonderful podcast. This is your co-host, Sophie. We've been here with Maisel and Joey and our very wonderful guest and
pronounced my
our
name wrong.
amazing editor, Crimson. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for listening to us ramble about this random shit for fucking an hour, however long this episode ends up being. It's amazing. We will see you next week and have fun. Be amazing. We love you.
Like
Goodbye.
and subscribe on YouTube. Comment on YouTube.
Yes,
Like
follow
and
all of
follow.
our
Like and
Follow
follow,
all
and
of our
download
Twitches down
on
in the description.
Spotify.
follow Maze on
Sophie-
YouTube, follow Joey on Twitch, follow Maze on Twitch, follow me on Twitch.
Sophie's now streaming on Twitch, guys.
I'm
Sophie's
now on
now streaming on Twitch.
Twitch.tv/
Sophie's
SOS.
Stiz.
PHS Dizzy, Soph's Dizzy on Twitch.
Good luck, guys. Find it, podcast it, listen to it, follow it. Goodbye.
Goodbye, my friendings.
I'm getting a